Savannah. Someone just asked a question. Alright. It's insulting how naive you think I am. What are they doing now that they think they can fool you? Fresh. Fresh start. Alright. Alright, so this would be normally over it, or this could even be plan backfired. Like, no, They don't want to believe that if this has something to do, this could be your community, people in your community and shit. If this is a church, this kind of comes as either a church, a family, a community, or some type of group. It's becoming costly to try to prove that they can fool you. You must be very ascended. Some people are are in a coffin. Jack James Johnson died trying to prove that, here's what he's saying, I lost my life trying to prove that this woman wasn't what she was. Alright, yeah, fool. They're making fools of themselves, too. Running, tripping over each other, I heard. Phones dropping in toilets and stuff, and then they get angry at Leonardo. Look. They put his actual name there, Leonardo. It's not working. So then they plan out, this is another plan. What is this other plan going to be? Tell me about this other plan. So they're going to try and offer, they're going to try and befriend you. That's what this feels like. This is it. You know how many times I feel like someone said, if this doesn't work, I'm done. It's a good competitive type of personality, but what you're competing, the competition, it's not getting you anywhere. If you put this towards a job or even a sport or something, you'd be on top. You're trying to prove something that doesn't exist. A heart? You don't have a heart anymore. Are they trying to prove whether someone actually has a heart with the scanning shit? That's one thing I feel. If you feel like your body's constantly being scanned, it could be that somebody... Did your heart stop beating like mine did? My heart stopped beating for months. I mean months. I had no heartbeat at all. And people knew, Monica, and it freaked people out. So there could be somebody else or some other people where your heart just stopped beating and you're still walking around like the Walking Dead. They could very well mean that you are a god, one of these special ones, or even, in fact, a droid with a mechanical heart for some few of you, but not many, that you're a droid with a mechanical heart. And maybe they didn't know that if that stops working, you can still function. I mean, you'd be a droid. There are other factors that keep you moving, right? Alright. They're having a hard time befriending you, though. Why? The jealous... You know what the crazy thing is here? One of many. They want to try and be your friend to fight... Well, I don't know if it's to try to trip you up or to try to prove something up close and personal, someone said. But this jealousy, this feeling insecure and like I'm not enough is keeping them from... It's keeping them from even offering friendship to you or having a conversation with you. This shit is so... It doesn't make sense. Like, people know what I'm talking about. It's hard to explain. It's just so all over the place. We're not sure what your desired outcome is. What is it that you want? If you want somebody's life gone and they just won't die, you're going to have to chalk it up as they could be immortal, or it's not your say-so. I mean, you can't tell me that you feel like you have the right to say whether someone's life comes to an end or not. Something else does. And some of these people will be people who talk about God. That's the confusing part. They'll have crosses around their necks and talk about Jesus and God, but yet you feel like you have the right to end someone's life. And that's something else possibly saying, if you believe in me, then here I am telling you no. Just because they don't believe in me or they don't have the same belief doesn't make them an enemy of mine. Some of you need to sit to yourselves and check this belief that you have. Some of them are trying to prove that you're on speed and you're not, and it was already proven. So then what do? They either stuck it in your food or they put it somehow in your environment to you know what I mean? It's just too many things. All right. Tell me what else is going on here. You could have even given them advice, and said maybe that's what triggered somebody, where you could have said, I would stop attacking me, or whatever that or was for you. And there are people that experience that or, but they're not talking about it. So now people don't believe that there's kickback for all of this, for treating someone like this. This is somebody that comes through when you're going through something. It's a very confusing. This is self-sabotage is more acceptable than this. It's easier to explain and to understand. I don't know what this is, man. I don't even know if you could come up with a term for this. I'm going to say it again. Maybe people need to hear this out loud. This is the one that comes through when you're going through something, when everybody else is like this and nasty. Please explain to me why you would want to eradicate, incarcerate. I ask yourself this. This is the one that's loyal. All right, and this is another thing with this God. This God that you believe in and shit. But this is how you are, man. And if there is, let's say there is a God, do you really think that this God is proud of the way that you're behaving? Some of you talk about how you can't stand the corruption and shit like that. This is about as corrupt as it gets. Corruption isn't just in the judicial system. What's the actual synonym for corruption? I mean, the non-stop trying to jam me and shit like that. I don't know if anybody else goes through this, but where are we at where there are just people who, here you are minding your business, right? Now somebody could have said that you said something, and this is the difference between someone who's level and someone who's not. Is you have two people here. One person, let's just use the crystals. Here's the one that's level, right? We'll say it like that. And here's the one that's not. The one that's level is you're both told the same thing. So-and-so said this about you. All right, this is the difference between the two. The one that's level is going to be like, well, I know it's not true, so, I mean, what do you want me to do? You can tell whether something is true by the way someone reacts to the shit. And then here's the other one who has to try and prove them wrong, or you believe everything you were told. It could have been even that they said that you did this. So what? You never said some shit about somebody? You just believe it? This is the person that's not level. They want to go fight. This one over here is like, it's just not worth the fight. I pick and choose my battles wisely. That's what makes me like this. This is what, it could be trying to prove whether some of you are gods or goddesses, or your DNA, your insides are different. I mean, there's ways to go about it. If you want to have a conversation with somebody, for those of you that are in the government that are involved with this shit, ask somebody to come in and get scanned the right way. Some of us want to know if we are too. Can we trust you to give the right results is the question. See, you lie to yourselves so much and you betray you're your own worst enemies. So you have no one to be angry at but yourselves, man. A lot of the time, these people that you're attacking, they don't even know who you are. They have no idea why you have a problem with them. And I know you don't like the term bully, but that's what it is, man. And if you think you're going to gain any kind of respect, admiration, or any kind of gain at all from being a bully and someone that just Some of you sit there and you're at work and they attack you. Or you're sitting there meditating and it's like, what the fuck am I doing to you? Please don't judge people and attack people because of their belief or something they said. We all say words that people don't like. Get over the shit. We all have different beliefs and things that we do. We're supposed to all exist on this planet in a diverse manner. Fermentation, spoilage, decay. So that actually means decomposition. I mean, there are some people who can't, you're even angry that someone's nice to you. You do realize that when it comes down to is you are the problem that needs to be addressed. You don't like when someone shows you kindness. Look, here's someone like, how about this? Some of you did, this is what happened. You offered an outfit to somebody, or you gave somebody was, and they were all going on a date, or they didn't have any clothes to wear out because of something that happened with these other friends of theirs, and you gave them clothes, and they're angry at you. I mean, where are we at? It's so awkward. And then you forget, some of you forget about the good this person did for you. You only want to focus on the bad. Again, you need to do some serious inner work. And that requires for you to get away from certain people who you could be mimicking. You could be taking on this jealousy, this competition. This may not even be how a lot of you get down. River. And I owe you. Okay, well, some of you owe some shit, and you're being told to attack innocent people. Come on. What, you're gonna have to take a beating. Man up, Jazz, and answer. I don't know what. You sitting there listening to Jazz. I mean, some of you literally, you have no idea what this is about. How many lies were told. You have no idea how many people are actually involved because of certain lies. You would hate if this was your situation. And a lot of the times you just, let me see what's up with you. Because a lot of the time the person getting attacked, they just handle adversity like a beast. And now they see that as you as asking for more. No, what is it that you want from me? You know what I mean? If these people want you on the floor in tremendous pain or crying and shit, again, you're a big problem in this world then. And I'm hoping that people like that will be removed immediately. Because it becomes a virus. It becomes a sickness. Why is this gaze always? I gotta find out. They put this on here constantly. Thank you for whoever gave me this, because somebody knows some shit about this gazing into men's eyes to cast spells on them. Did that ever work? I don't know if men... Do people even look at each other that long anymore to even cast a spell? It could be that, okay, well, there's another thing. I'm guessing that a lot of these people are unattractive and they used to be able to do this. Whether they're men or women or reversed. I'm guessing that at some point this was a big thing with a certain group. This could be even a clique of transgenders that are angry because you're pretty or you're handsome and shit like that. Now they're all left to each other and their looks are deteriorating, their health is deteriorating, and nobody can look them in the face long enough that they can cast a spell. Is that what's going on? I mean, are you really willing to do this and come out of the pocket? Because a lot of you are. It's costing you things. Let me break it down so that maybe it'll hit differently. I'm going to get up today. I'm probably going to lose my phone. I'm not going to be able to pay my phone bill. I'm not going to be, I may get thrown out. This is all a consequence of what you're doing to a good person as a shitty person right now, okay? And still going and wanting to do this shit and get involved. You causing these tower moments, all right, for this Queen of Pentacles, you could be an Earth sign or Taurus this is happening to, or an Aries. Or you're just, you could be waiting on something. Oh, all right. Listen, there could be a situation where some of these people, and they're probably not telling that, all right, I got it. There are some people who know that there's something that you're waiting on and that you're going to get it. What they're telling these other people, see, they know if they said, listen, I know that they're about to get something and it's going to benefit them. And they're not going to tell them that you're a humanitarian too and that you give back, or else they wouldn't be able to they wouldn't have any allies. I would hope not anyway. What they're telling these people to get them to attack you is something else. I'm going to get some letters of the people. I'm not going to say at the top. This is a weird thing to be on top with. It just makes you a masterpiece of shit. Now, if you're okay with that, I guess take it. Tell me O.S. Solomon. I heard Solomon Oliver? Oliver. I don't know if it's, yeah. We'll just say letters. This could be even some people in it's SOV, so that are Soviet. HR, Henrietta. These are less than desirable looking people. Is what, and OL. So this could be a couple or they're related. Loft, Henrietta Loft. It could be Solomon Loft, Henrietta Loft. That's what I heard. All right. It just shows you attacking anybody right now with all this shit coming out about these transgenders. Kind of shows that these people may be hiding something. And this is why they would have to make up something. Get it? Lie while playing Never Have I Ever. They just lie about everything. And then this usually comes with, because when people approach someone and go, are you really attacking this person for no reason? It's lies, right? And then the lies become lies, and then more people ask about it, like, what did they do? And then they have to lie about what this person did, because you know if you said nothing, then people are going to be suspect. You're going to be suspect of whether you're a transgender, whether you're a child trafficker. It depends. I mean, some of you don't speak to anybody. They're just doing this because they see you as an introvert and they saw you as prey. This is what weak people do. They get together, they join together, and they attack one person that they believe is weaker than them. And then you prove, without saying a word though, the only swords that are here is this Five of Swords competition. I don't see any other swords, so you're not speaking a lot. So this is all just accusations based off of how you move through life. They don't like the fact that you handle things yourself, that a lot of these people, you're going through something by yourself, and that most of these people, they need friends, and the kind of friends that they have are, they're iffy. Spent the night in jail. Some of them got locked up. All right, there are people that got arrested and they got bailed out or ROR. They're not saying that either. See, nobody's saying that they experienced consequence for doing this shit to someone like you. They're keeping it in. And there are people they're showing me people that are sitting there trembling. The overwhelming feeling of insecurity, envy. I mean, you did this to yourself. Even if you're not transgender, you're just not as attractive as you used to be. And this person may not even be more attractive than you. I mean, this is the kind of thing where if that's the case for some of these chicks or dudes, I mean, what the fuck is this? They don't go around with a goddamn shirt that says I'm more attractive than you. This is something that you think about them. So now you're going to attack somebody for something that you think about them and yourself. You think more of this person than yourself. And now you're gonna blame them because you're insecure? I mean, unless somebody did say that to you. Somebody could have said to your face, but get over it if they did. I mean, this is... there are 9-year-olds who wouldn't engage in this type of behavior. Cole, they keep putting your name, Cole. What is going on, Cole? You're insecure. All right, so that's someone else's problem? Spilled a drink on someone on purpose. I mean, were you at a bar too when this shit happened? Tell me about this shit. September. There's the drinks. You could have sat to yourself. All right, I feel like when you drink, you don't have many friends. That's what I believe. Somebody goes out and drinks by themselves, not because it's your choice, but because usually people like this that get attacked for no reason, you're amazing and people can see it. That's what triggers them into doing shit like this. You're just an amazing person, but that doesn't mean that you feel that you're amazing. I mean, you feel good enough about yourself where you don't want to commit suicide. That's not good enough for some people. This is the world we're living in. This is why I don't want to be here anymore, you know? And I plan on being removed from this situation. And for me personally, there are people that are going to lose the last of what's left of their minds, because there are others who are interested in seeing people lose their mind. They're sick too, like me. And they want to see people go crazy because they won't be able to have access to me anymore. In addition to the fact that where we're going is crucial because of what's coming. People need to get their asses in gear with this shit, because I feel that there are other beings trying to hold something back. This is why a lot of uncomfortable situations are arising for some people. It's their way of lighting a fire under your asses and saying, when I tell you that we know what's coming, and we don't even know how to explain this shit. They won't even give me certain information, because I think a lot of people think that I say things just so that I get helped out. What I'm telling people is, what's coming. Unprecedented is an understatement. You help the good people, you benefit off of that. Some of you are shitty people and you attacked other people or you stole from them, and you have the ability now to help, even with their shit that you stole. You know what I mean? This is when the good people are going to come back together. And when I say good, I don't mean your angels. People who should be together, who could deal with each other. More or less creating your own community. Call them instead, because they're jamming, and I think a phone call may go through. Yeah, you have a better shot of getting a phone call through. I feel like when you go out to drink, if you do, it's like your people don't see you with this blindfold constantly. Do you go out and just feel like people avoid you at all costs? Are you wondering what this is? Let's find out what it is, because I just feel like there are people who think, is it me? I mean, do I give something off? I'm one of the, I believe, and I've been told before, that I'm one of the coolest people, or this, that, or the other. Or are people really this insecure? Now you get men and women who were broken down by other people. This definitely plays a part. And whether nobody communicates. I went out last night, and it was just such a different vibe in this place. It wasn't the place. It's everything on a whole. It was sad to me. I wish that we could create a whole other community with just certain people, right? All kinds of different people, all kinds of different skin colors, ethnicities. People who don't carry around hurt and resentment everywhere that they go. Free spirits. These types of people, look, a community of free spirits. People that don't hold grudges and shit. Can we please do this? There's something where we have the means to do this. You don't have to make everything perfect. You're going to have people now come in and go, we need to add this or do this, and it's to stall something. Let's find out what is going on. It could have something to do with what they're putting in the food and casting spells, but I'm tired of this shit, man. That shit doesn't affect me. It affects weak people that spell shit. They could have been putting something in food to affect people's looks in some way, and it doesn't affect people's looks with certain DNA. Or is it our fault? I mean, shit. We were born, we come out of, right? Our DNA is already made up. Please don't get angry at people because they heal quicker, even if they have cuts and shit. Or certain poison doesn't affect them as much, or black magic doesn't affect them as much. It's not our fucking fault. Some of us have no idea what our DNA really is. You act like we got to choose it. Tell me, what's going on with people? Yeah. You're not gonna find any better than me, boss. Alright. Here. Here, let's see. What, please tell me, what is it? What's going on? If I needed to get out of jail, you're the first person that I would call for bail money. Okay. This is twice about being in jail. Are you the kind of person where you would just up and bail people out of jail? This is another thing. You're destroying the possibility of a solid friendship at the very least. Is somebody in jail? Oh, they don't want anybody to know. Harold Herring. They could be making phone. Nah, they would know that they were calling from jail. Nobody will bail them out because, oh, okay. And there's this thing now of this. People used to say, this is what I'm feeling. They would bail people out that they know were no good because they weren't insecure when it came to them. So if you're over here and you're someone that's intimidating to others, I mean, I don't know if you even realize it. That's the crazy thing. They have actually lost so much going, I'm going to choose this side over this side, even though I know this side I'm going to lose. I think people are finally realizing I can't bail them out. They were put there for a reason. They're in a hole. They just put the word hole. So it could be there was a test. People were warned that there's a constant test and then reward. People just want the reward without passing the test. You're trying to bypass or fool the universal system. Forget this system, all right? The universal system is what matters. So now what I'm feeling is that somebody's going to try and go out of their way to get this person released. You're sick. And what'll happen is you'll get this person released possibly, but I don't feel like you could. And now there's somebody who wants to prove you wrong. It's this constant fighting with each other. When does this shit, please remove me from this whole thing, is what I'm asking again, universe. Just remove me. But then what'll happen is this guy will get out, and who knows what else he's done that people don't know about. But when you have something to do with this other shit, you're foul. You're gonna bail out somebody who does nothing but causes problems for good people, and tell me that you feel like you're gonna benefit off of that shit. It's a possibility that they wind up falling victim to whatever this person does that nobody knows about. I'm not gonna get into specifics. We don't think 5 steps ahead anymore. Well, I do. But there's a lot of people who act so impulsively, and you're basically signing your death warrant. It's like a death certificate when you partner up with people like this, or even spend time with them, bail them out, lend them money, let them stay in your home. This is just logical shit with life. I mean, do we have to have classes on this shit? In schools, for people who go to school, and you're not just, I don't know what you're doing there. I mean, if you learn, see, that's another thing, is that I think people were angry that people in the system, that others were removing themselves from school, from systematic education, and learning about law of attraction, manifestation, and being careful of what they speaking spells over themselves, right? And then there are people that they told, So you can't even tell people what you're doing anymore. Then they gather other people. Well, I gotta prove them wrong because I'm stuck in school, or I didn't graduate school and now I'm fucked in life. And you know what I mean? It's this constant battle that doesn't need to be. Meanwhile, you're wasting your life away, and by the time you're 90 and someone says, so, what have you done with your life? You can't even speak because you're embarrassed at most of it. And then you wind up, and these are the compulsive liars though. Usually these people wind up, you're addicted to lying because you can't tell people the truth about much in your life because it would be humiliating. The shit that you've done and that the shit that you haven't done that you should have. I mean, logic, like graduated, read a book from start to finish. You can tell time on a watch with hands. You know what I mean? You can use certain words differently spelled in certain sentences. Addition, simple math. I refuse to look at this another way. So here's, this person refused to stop, and now, look, they were warned. They don't like to hear warned. When you say to somebody, the universe is warning you, they see it like you're warning them. This is what happened. Nope. I refuse to look at this any differently. And how it needs to be looked at differently is what I just said. You're attacking somebody that possibly would have been the one to bail you out. For this guy here in particular, the one motherfucker, it's a woman, that would have came to your rescue is the one that you had people attacking. See, he didn't think that far ahead though. Where's he at? In jail. Now this is the kind of thing where somebody is, I can see your face. And listen, can you feel this? If I agitate you that bad, don't pay attention to what I'm saying telepathically. You should just get into something else, man. I don't know what it is I did to you, but I can feel it's not even me. You realize that, right? You had a mom or a father that made you like this, to feel like you had to compete with siblings or compete with, some of them treated your friends like they were their own children and they treated you like an outcast. What's with the convict or convict? Oh, and anger. People can feel your anger. What is it? Listen to that entity removal shit. It could be a spirit of what? Competition. What would this be? Envy. That seems to be horrible though, the envy. Insecurity is real bad. This shit will have people wanting to take your life though. This is anger problems. Oh, can you have classes, please, on logic? If you taught classes, if somebody taught a class with logic, you wouldn't have to teach anything else. That would be it. An hour class on just logistics when it comes to life. That's all. You could have your own school. And that would be the only thing that's all that matters is logic and cause and effect. That's all that matters in this universe. Nothing else matters when it comes to what you bring into your life and how your life turns out. So here they are. Now they're in jail. And they're in there with a chip on their shoulder, which is not going to work out for you. You can't bring that attitude and that competitive nature where you're at. People already have a family dynamic there where you're at. And this is what? Now they're being treated like this in jail. Somebody's being antagonized, treated less than in jail. But this is that shit coming back to you. What's up with heat? They don't have heat there. This could be Palestine. No water. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, all this back talking shit's not going to work there. This does not feel like the States at all. Nope. This feels like Alcatraz, some type of Alcatraz and shit like that, where you got someone's trying to figure out how to escape, but there's a body of water there. Yeah. This is that kind of cat that wants to act like they have, yeah, I got cops and shit in my pocket. Is that what they did? They bragged about having cops in their pocket, but see, these aren't even real cops. They're just thieves and criminals with badges. So really, did you have cops in your pocket, or do you just have friends that like to dress up? And that's not for everybody, but I know it's how you take it. You understand? I could be a cop, a real cop, and hear a reader say this shit and not take offense to it because I know I'm a real cop. There are too many people on the planet. Yeah, there needs to be a major depopulation. There's too many heads butting and too many personalities just conflicting. It's bad. Nope. Sith? Development, education, lifetime, previous circumstances. You are where you are, regardless of who's listening that's angry. Some of you were in prisons, jails. Others of you are homeless. You're under a bridge. Zoo. You wanted to create a zoo. Some of these people partook in that shit that I told you about with programming clones to act like animals. Some of you are in jail and locked up because, this is what I'm saying, if you feel like you're going to want to bail someone out and you can tell they got involved with this shit, be careful of connecting yourself to this person. This is their karma. I had to learn the same way. But some of these people got involved with implanting DNA, and for those of you who are about to bail someone out, they did it to you, and that's why your looks are changing. That they're there as a protection for you because you asked the universe to handle your enemy and you're not paying attention that was actually your enemy. It's your son. I'm sorry for someone, but that's who it is. For everybody who asked the universe or ancestors to handle their enemies and you forgot that you said that. So did I. They may have a real tough time in there. In fact, some of the people that they implanted with DNA to act like animals with the IV, some of them did it through your IV. I didn't realize IV was here. Okay? This would be for diabetes or some type of blood thing. Some of these people were nurses and doctors. Well, they were acting as them. And if they're not there yet, they're about to be there. The universe wants you separated from everyone else, and this is how the shit's about to go down. This is a warning that there's going to be mass arrest or even just removal of some sort for playing with this shit. Make sure you guys are calling judgment out. For everybody's sake, universe, handle my enemies, but remember you said that, and expect for your enemies to be some of the most unsuspecting folk. Some of the people in the jails. See, this is the thing. A lot of these people were getting involved with this DNA implanting shit, but then it was done to them. And let's say it wasn't done to them, but now there's this connection of zoo animals, and that shit's coming back now. They are going to be placed in a situation where they're going to get attacked. Not that these people are zoo animals, but these people need a release too in jail and prison. You know what I mean? This is just how shit works, man. Be careful who you're befriending. Some of these people were warned that they should have befriended you. I'm telling you, what's coming is you cannot be foreseen. They won't show a lot of people. I don't know if they can. They're not even sure how this is going to turn out, is what it feels like, and they can see everything. You could have said, you're going to wish that you were friends with me. Let's find out why. Right? You should have offered me something. If you were hungry, some people wanted to see you hungry and shit. All right. Hungry, tired, and broke. I hear you, girl. And I may be. Right? This is how this woman looks at it. I'm hungry. Maybe I need to fast. Right? I'm tired. I'm lucky I don't have a job to go to. The universe will put you in a situation because your ancestors or something knew that this was going to happen. You may not be living the way you want, but you'll always have what you need. And then if somebody tries proving that wrong, somebody will always come through. Even if it's a stranger. Broke, okay. Well, maybe I needed to learn a lesson about money. What is this? Parade day, I heard. Something happened on parade day. These people could have attacked people's vehicles, or they're showing me people that were throwing eggs and shit. This shit's gonna come back to you. You fucked with some people's cars and hit some people. You're acting like animals. Animals belong in cages. For my folk that's already there, I love you. For those of you that are there, for some other shit, but this is different, man. This is people acting. And I'm sorry, I'm going to apologize to the zoo animals. I'm literally 5 or 10 minutes away from the zoo, the Philadelphia Zoo. I'm so excited for the weather to get nicer. I don't think I'm going to be around here that long. But I actually like being in this neighborhood. I took a walk to the bar yesterday, and I was looking at graffiti and the trash on the ground, and I felt comfortable here. I wouldn't be able to live. I don't feel like I'd be able to live unless I had to in a place. And it's because I feel conviction that there are so many people who are suffering in certain ways. Or it's just who I am. I could have trillions of dollars and still want to wear t-shirts and jeans and stuff. There aren't many people like this, but there are some, though. Not enough, but there are some. These are the ones that could have been put in complex situations, and you thought that they were being punished by the universe, but this could have been this big aha moment of, we're testing your character. They're not being punished. We want to see how you treat them before we give them the earth. There could have been about 7 different people that acted like animals during a parade, some type of celebration. You decided not to go. Someone said, I don't want to go, because you could feel that something's in the air. Yep, and it was at night. Like, I don't go out past a certain time. This looks like, what's this, 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock? It could be one or the other. I don't go out past a certain time because I just don't feel comfortable in the area I live in anymore. This is being careful. Right, I'm cool. I'm content right here. This could be something that you guys did every year. If this is something coming up and you feel this is for you and you're iffy on whether you want to go to something, this could just even be a party that somebody wants you to go to. It's a celebration of some sort. This family reunion. I would say, I don't know. I mean, tell me, we don't even get along. Why you want to have a family reunion now? We haven't seen each other. I mean, nobody has a nice thing to say about anybody in this family. It just feels weird that you would want everybody to come together now, Dawn. Oh, down on the floor. This was in reverse. Friends. For someone, you didn't even get invited. That's the thing. Boom. You're going to be grateful. You may not realize that some people got arrested. Some of them got hurt. And they're in the hospital. Selma Seymour got hurt. Yeah, I only go out during the day. I don't know where you live, but it must be bad for you to say that I'm just going to stay in. Because there aren't many men in my neighborhood that protect. That's what I feel like for some of you women. You don't go out at night because you feel like, if I got jumped or something, and some of these guys saw, they're just going to sit there and watch. We don't live in a time where even kids feel comfortable being outside after a certain time in certain neighborhoods, because the guys just overlook what's really going on. It could be because some of these guys, whether they know it or not, were born women. And you don't have the fighting skills that a natural born male would have. I mean, this is just how they've been, since the 30s or 40s, they've been messing with gender. and memory. So you put that shit together and it's dangerous, right? It is, and I know that there are men that are getting frustrated, but you're probably the men that don't fight. You don't know how to fight. You'll say you don't like to fight, but you fight against women, so please knock it off. Please. You don't have a fucking leg to stand on with this shit. You are men. Men fight. They know how to physically fight. It's by nature. Just like women know how to do certain things, right? And it could just be being that nurturing, loving, cooking, taking care of people. It's something innate. It's instinctive for women. It's the same shit for men. So if you're a type of guy that walks away from every possible... You could have been born a female, and it's not instinctive for you. That's all I'm saying. But please don't tell me that you're just not the guy that likes to get into fights, but you argue with every woman, even get in women's faces and say, what? Please stop. This is the time where we all have to look at ourselves in the mirror and just be honest with who we become, and then take steps to make changes to become what the opposite of it. Because some of you, and I'm not going to say me, have really fallen far. You are nowhere near the man or the woman that you used to be. And I know that the immediate thing is you want to try and remind me of shit that I've done. This is what makes you hurt. This is another thing that just says that I'm right about who you've become. Because somebody that is okay with who they are. See, the thing is, you could be less than what you were, but you're not okay with it. It doesn't sit right with you. And that's why you do the things that you do. Someone else on the other side that knows that they're not perfect, they're okay with that. They've made peace with that. That's why when you try to constantly go back and forth, they're not interested. This is why they put their guard up with most people. You know, they're selective with who they allow into their lives. It says a lot, it does, about how they feel about themselves. Alice and prison. There could be somebody named Alice that's in prison, or there's somebody that's destined to go there if you don't stop. Now, this is something coming from others, but you'll take that as me telling you, when you know that if this was your grandmother or your grandfather that said it, you would have a different reaction. This isn't me telling you, because who the fuck am I? You don't forget that people that do this shit, we're just giving something for someone else. And I really can't stand the term messenger. I speak for something else, for something somewhere else. Okay, that's the best I can describe it. Active online green. Some of you that you're getting attacked like this, you were guided to make money online somehow, and then they started attacking that. They started hacking your shit, or if it's shadow banning, it's like what is this, man? Everything that you're doing to someone else, you would lose your mind over if someone was doing it to you. Mac and cheese. Some of you, your diet had to change. If I eat mac and cheese one more goddamn time, if I eat ramen noodle one more goddamn time, but you're doing it. This shit's about the flip. Can we talk about the flip again? If there are people who they go out to 5-star restaurants for goddamn brunch, breakfast, dinner all day long, that shit's about to change for some of you. Not for all of you, but you know who you are. You either got this gang stalking shit together, you condoned it, you funded some shit, or you got involved. Bullying will not be tolerated. You'll see. See ya.